Hey y'all, hope you guys are doing good. Alright, so we're gonna have a video just kind of showing you guys my gun journey and all the guns that I've purchased. And as you can kind of see, as I was purchasing guns, you can kind of also see following trends. So we're gonna start with the Glock 19. So I think the Glock 19 is probably most of everyone's first pistol. It was mine. I got the Gen 3 for my very first pistol, but then I wanted to get something even more concealable. So then at the time, Glock 26 was really popular. Remember, this is early 2000s, but I never really liked having my pinky dangle off. So then I got a Glock 17. I didn't have to worry about the pinky dangling off, but I didn't really like the recoil impulse with the slide, even though it shot okay. And then the Glock 34. I love it. It has a really nice recoil impulse, a hell of a lot better than the 19, especially better than the 17. I got the Glock 48 just because it is really concealable. Shoots okay, not my favorite, but it is good in a pinch. Now the SIG 228 is actually the first gun that I was actually properly trained on. I shot other guns before in the past, but anyways, when I went to an organization work for them, this is the weapon that they trained me on. And it's kind of like a 229, just stamped, and it was made in West Germany. These things were clapped out, but they still kept on running. And then I decided to get a single stack version of it, basically the SIG P6, which is an old police trade-in pistol. This is what we had in the late 90s and early 2000s as far as trying to find some concealment options. And then of course SIG released their SP2022, which kind of shot like the 228 and 229. It was a good gun. Trigger was a little bit stiff, but nothing too wrong with it. And then of course I used the SIG M18 before in the past, and M17 a little bit as well. And these guns shoot absolutely phenomenal and very reliable. And when the SIG 320s first came out, of course I had to get the full size because it kind of looked like a RoboCop gun. I put TLR H1 on there, and it just looked badass. And then I got the compact, thinking, you know, it was going to be easier to conceal, which it was. But both of them I had to send back for that mandatory upgrade program. But my most favorite SIG of all is the SIG P365X Macro. Of course, I have other videos on about this in depth on my channel. Just scroll through the videos, but it's still the best concealed carry weapon there is. It sets the standard in a lot of ways, and I highly recommend you guys checking one out if you have not done so already. Now when the PDP dropped, of course the marketing with it came in full-fledged on the YouTubes, and within 2 minutes of the commercial I was already sold. So I got the Walther PDP Compact, carried that a little bit for work. Shot phenomenally, it really did. But then later on I wanted to see how the full 5-inch, or the 5-inch slide with the compact grip shot. It shot wonderfully. The only problem I ever had with the full size is the damn rattling between the slide and the frame. That just bothered me so much that I traded it in. Now, here is a Springfield Emissary 1911. It's single stacked, and this is one of the best shooters I've ever had. Of course, it has sights just like on the Hellcat and the new Echelons now. And this thing is heavy, but man, it was flat shooting. Now I had a previous 1911. Now this one was a Taurus 1911 chambered 45. I got that around 2008 or 9, and it was okay. I actually didn't really have any problems with it, which is weird because everyone else did. And then I got back to my roots with the double action, single action guns, but instead of SIG, I went with Beretta. Here's a 92X Centurion that I have, and I believe I made a video on it a while back on my channel, so go ahead and check that out. And they're great guns. What got me interested was looking at all the Langdon tactical versions of it, but I was too poor, so I just got, you know, one of the other regular versions. And then later on, seeing the FD 92, or yeah, the M9A4s, I decided to get on that bandwagon as well. Now, if you want more information about the M9A4, I have a plethora of videos out there now. I think I don't know about, well, not plethora, like 4 or 5 videos on it. So go ahead and check those out. I know you're probably thinking, well, if you have all these guns, why don't you show them all on your channel more? Well, unfortunately, because I'm poor and I actually had to trade some of them in to get others. Trust me, I wish I had them all. Now, if later on I get sponsors in the future, then I can do a lot more gun reviews. So if you would like to help this channel, please be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, and leave in the comments if there is any of these guns that I owned in the past or currently own that is one of your top favorites, and some that may be your least favorites that were on this list. All right, well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. You guys take it easy, love yourselves, love one another.